Yo, what is up everybody? My name is RiotMaker and welcome to my YouTube channel. Now today is actually marks the first day of my first ever video on YouTube. So if I'm a little nervous, a little repetitive, a little shaky, just bear with me, I'll get used to it. Now today I'm going to talk about my Almost GOD Roll Eyasluna. This gun is amazing, it's great, it's reliable, and it's probably the best primary that I personally own. The rolls I have on it are Sure Shot IS, Rangefinder, Rifle Barrel, and Grenadier. I'll go more into the perks later. Before this hand cannon, I actually used another Eyasluna with Sure Shot, Partial Refund, Rifle Barrel, and Life Support. And that was my go-to baby up until I got this one. I got this one the last day of Taken King. I grinded, I want to say like 5 or 6 hours a day for 2 weeks just to get another Eyasluna to drop. I was under the impression that Rise of Iron was going to discontinue dropping Eyasluna, so I decided to grind just for another one. And the last day I got super lucky with this one. Everyone knows what Sure Shot IS does: increase handling, increase aim assist, faster reload, reduces stability, and that's actually really good in my opinion. The stability on the Eyasluna is already really high. Grenadier gives you that extra 15% range, so your damage drop off is not going to occur until farther. And alongside with Rifle Barrel, this gun is as consistent as a hand cannon can be. Rifle Barrel, although does slow down your reload speed, it's a good hit to take, especially if you're getting that max range. And Grenadier is just a good background perk. It's good to be there, but it's not a perk that you would strive to get. If this gun had Eyasluna, Hidden Hand, or Icarus, then this would be amazing. It would be a god roll. But as of now, it's just a great roll. I want to tell you guys some things I like about this gun with the rolls I have. I like the range. It's amazing. It makes the gun reliable. It makes it consistent. I could almost get into any gunfight that I want and have a chance to come up on top, unless it's around scout rifle distance. Then that's where you run into a lot of trouble. The stability makes this recoil very easy to manage, but the recoil on this gun is a little crazy. It goes upwards to the right, so that's why a lot of people tend to go towards the Palindrome, which has straight up recoil. But I feel like it kicks too much, so I try not to use it. I bought it the first day of Rise of Iron. I thought it was going to be better than my Eyasluna, but I'm just so used to the Eyasluna recoil, so it's easier for me to manage. The reliability of this gun is amazing. The only cons I have, not only for this hand cannon, but for hand cannons in general as an archetype, are ghost bullets. If you do not have max range on a hand cannon, then you run into a lot of trouble. You run into ghost bullets, which are when your reticle is directly on someone and the bullet tends to disappear. And it's caused by the bloom effect that Bungie implemented on hand cannons. I forgot what update, but they implemented it on hand cannons, and the faster you shoot, the more RNG takes into consideration where your bullets will land. And I feel like that shouldn't happen, but it is in the game. And Rifle Barrel does decrease your reload speed, so the reload on this gun is actually fairly slow. It's faster than Palindrome although, but it's still very slow. Now let's talk about just hand cannons in general. I love using hand cannons. I remember in year 1 I had a Red Hand 9 that was amazing. I had max stability on it. That's when range wasn't a very big issue, and I had luck in the chamber in final round. But as of now, hand cannons is very hard to get a good hand cannon to use. If you do not have Rifle Barrel or Reinforced Barrel, the hand cannon is almost useless. Although Hammer Forge is very good, it will not compete with other hand cannons with Rifle Barrel, and as of now almost everyone has a hand cannon with Rifle Barrel because that Palindrome is sold Rifle Barrel and Rangefinder. But I feel like it shouldn't be like that. I feel like bloom should not take into effect until you're shooting past the effective range of the hand cannon that you have. If you're within the effective range of Rifle Barrel and Rangefinder, or even just Hammer Forge, your bullets should land 100% accurately to the target you're pointing at. And that's not the thing right now. The thing is, if you're pointing at the target, even if you're in the effective range, bloom will still take into effect. Just the farther they are, the more bloom takes into effect. It's almost like a cone coming out of the barrel of your gun. So the closer you are, the more accurate it is. The farther you are, the least accurate it is. But I feel like that bloom should not take into place until you're past the effective range of a hand cannon. But damage drop off should always be a thing on hand cannons, otherwise they'd be too powerful. Like in year one hand cannons dominated everything. Thorn, Last Word, Lord High Fixer, Red Hand, they were the best weapons to use. Now they're kind of not the best weapons to use. You can still get Clever Dragons with High Cal, the Blind Perdition's really good. Even some scout rifles like the Distant Star can compete. But in my opinion, this Eyasluna is as consistent as an Eyasluna can get. Only thing I need to make it more consistent is Hidden Hand. So I want to thank you guys for watching my first ever YouTube video. Sorry if I got a little repetitive, but I hope you enjoyed it. I always take some feedback and criticism into consideration, so if you guys have any, just leave them down in the comments. That's no big deal at all. I'm gonna let the video play out. Hope you guys like it. Have a good day.